what they do is they just find people who are on lists of being associated with far right or white nationalist groups, and then they find whether they committed a crime or not.
Right. And it's like jaywalking or unpaid
well, no, but it
parking
could be
tickets
like it could be murder.
Okay.
But the murder could have nothing to do with whatever the ideology is.
Oh, I gotcha. Louisville activist reported missing last year, charged with attempted murder of mayoral candidate.
Oh my God.
So this guy walks into a mayoral candidate's office, shakes hands with him, and starts shooting at him.
Yes, crazy.
What?
Which version
breaking
of the story
tonight, a local activist is charged with the attempt.
Sorry, got a little noise going there. What's that? I have WLKY. Is this Louisville, Kentucky?
Do you want to look at the post-millennial one instead?
Sure, we can. You gonna send it to me?
Because the WLKY one doesn't talk about really his political affiliation, which is kind of interesting if we want to do a compare and contrast.
All right, I'll bring it up. You start reading.
So this is by the post-millennial. Obviously not unbiased reporting, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
BLM gun control. So their title is a little bit different. BLM gun control activist arrested after assassination attempt on Louisville mayoral candidate.
Does that seem more incendiary or less?
A little bit more. Louisville police have arrested a man in connection to a Monday morning shooting in which a suspect was accused of attempting to murder a mayoral candidate. 21-year-old Quentin Brown was arrested by police and is being held at the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections, according to the Washington Post. Brown is a BLM activist and black nationalist who was praised by former President Barack Obama. That's not good.
Holy shit. And he's a black nationalist, considering the Sunday show. I'm glad you brought the post-millennial.
I know. MSNBC host Joy Ann Reid.
Oh my God, you picked a way better article.
And was a writer for the Courier Journal. In a Tuesday morning arraignment hearing, Brown's bond was raised from $75,000 to $100,000 full cash. So, okay, I'm hoping that this article, I haven't read this article, will give proof that he is a BLM activist, black nationalist, yada, yada, yada. So we'll see. So there's a tweet under it by Andy No. It says, breaking, the suspect arrested over the attempted assassination of the Louis mayoral candidate has been identified as Quentin Brown. He's a Black Lives Matter activist and black nationalist championed by Obama and Joy Reid.
Look, he's tagged Joy Reid there. Nice going, Andy.
He has. So he's got a picture. The first picture is he's wearing a shirt that's got like an African flag, I assume, or some African flag colors on it. It says, I'm about making my ancestors proud. Doesn't that seem very racist? It says
yeah.
I'm about, not I'm about.
Oh.
I don't know. That's really weird. So, okay, here's the Joy Ann Reid tweet. She tweeted out a picture of him saying, Joy Reid, you're from the home state of the Senate Majority Leader. What do you want him to know? Student activist Quintus Brown. We want common sense gun reform. If you're not going to give us that, we're going to get everyone out here to vote and vote you out of office. Now that's ironic. The guy who wants common sense gun reform tries to murder someone with a gun.
Right. I wonder if he had a background check when he got that illegal firearm.
That's funny.
This irony in this story is off the charts.
That's pretty funny. And then this is the next picture. I assume it's from his Instagram. Tez for Liberation says mission statement. What is our mission? The Lion of Judah Armed Forces mission is, Jesus, this is crazy, to help free the chosen nation from mental, physical, and spiritual bondage, while uniting the chosen nation after being taught self-hate and division for over 400 years throughout the four corners of the earth. We must teach and obey the code of conduct, self-accountability, rules, and regulations of our homes, community, nation throughout all of our lives to bring forth order, discipline, morals, love for all our true living Elohim. Self-respect, love for each other as a chosen nation, studying the importance of being self-sufficient while structuring ourselves and becoming an independent nation again and staying set apart from the world of the Gentiles.
Sounds very separatist to me.
This sounds very black Hebrew Israelites that practice lawlessness, take action, implementing the seriousness and protecting our women, children, brothers and sisters, elders, and nation as a whole in righteousness, instructing lessons classes on sisterhood, modesty, and becoming virtuous women.
What? Really? Holy shit. Step aside, Vosh.
Ancestral traditions, dietary laws, and more. Unlearn the lies, rebirth the mind, bringing change to the chosen nation, Ezekiel 37.
Where are you reading that from?
That was the last picture that Andy No put up.
Oh, okay.
This was from this guy's Instagram account.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
So
I see.
So that makes him sound like he's a Black Hebrew Israelite or something.
Yes.
Of some sort. Brown has been charged with attempted murder and 4 counts of wanton endangerment. He has pled not guilty. On Monday morning, Louisville Democrat mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg was holding a short meeting with 4 members of his campaign staff. It was during that meeting where a man, later identified as Brown, stood in the doorway and started shooting his 9mm Glock handgun in the direction of Greenberg. Greenberg's staff was able to get the door shut, and the team used furniture to barricade themselves inside as the shooter fled the scene, according to local news. In a news conference, Greenberg talked about the incident where luckily no one was injured, despite one bullet coming so close that it grazed my sweater and my shirt.
Ouch.
Wow. Crazy. All of us are blessed, and I'm blessed to be standing here today, he said. According to the Courier-Journal, police found the man matching the suspect description less than half a mile away from the shooting. Around 10 minutes later, he was found carrying a loaded 9mm magazine in his pants pocket, according to the arrest report. He was also carrying a drawstring bag with a handgun case, and additional magazines. The report read that the surveillance video from the building where the shooting took place showed the suspect wearing clothing matching Brown's and carrying a matching bag. Brown attended the University of Louisville as a political science major, according to a university article. He was a Louisville Youth Voices Against Violence fellow.
Oh my God, the irony. The irony.
I know. At the Youth Violence Prevention Research Center.
Not only that, I think he's only 21 years old. Jesus.
What the fuck?
He's just a baby.
A former intern and editorial columnist for the Courier-Journal, and was selected to participate in an Obama Foundation program in which he met the former president. In 2019, Brown wrote an article saying that open carry gun law in Kentucky, quote, shows your life doesn't matter to gun-loving Republicans. In 2022, he became the alleged gun-toting suspect in an attempted assassination attempt on a local politician. Yes, thank you. Thank you. That is insane.
They had to just throw that in. They're aware of the irony here. So
right. No, I just mean the irony. This is totally ludicrous.
The irony's fully on display.
Right. Brown was involved in a radical justice protest in 2020, as well as March for Our Lives protest in Washington, D.C., which took place in 2018 after the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. Speaking Joy Reid's AM show, Joy showed during the march, Brown issuing his remarks towards then Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, he said, quote, we are here, we want common sense gun reform, and if you're not going to give it to us, then we're going to get everyone out here to vote, and we're going to vote you out of office. So if you want to keep your job, then give us not what we want, but what we need, what humans need.
Right. Mitch McConnell is the Senate Majority Leader, and he's from Kentucky. So evidently they're threatening to oust him from office. But
right,
they're going to elect a Democrat in Kentucky. Good luck.
I don't think so.
Good luck with that.
So. Yeah. We need common sense gun reform. Get rid of assault rifles. Well, listen. He wasn't being a hypocrite. He used a handgun at him. He didn't use an assault rifle.
But he completely makes the point that you can do damage with a handgun too. I mean,
imagine if he used an assault rifle. It's so much worse. So much worse.
It would have been worse. It actually would have been worse. Thank goodness the people got away. I wonder if they'll find out that he tried to get an assault rifle.
That would be hilarious. In December of last year, Brown announced plans to run to represent District 5. Holy shit. For Louisville's Metro Council on Twitter, his campaign account states, quote, we have one scientific and correct solution, Pan-Africanism, the total liberation and unification of Africa under scientific socialism.
This
what?
Is that
the fuck?
This story is insane.
What does that have to do with running for office in Louisville?
Is that a viable platform?
I am running for office in Louisville. Elect me, and I will bring total liberation and unification of Africa under scientific socialism.
Unification of Africa under scientific socialism. I mean, aren't you
For
running for an office in Kentucky?
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think that's going to fly in Kentucky. I don't
Well,
think.
not. I mean, I don't want to throw Kentuckians under the bus, but shouldn't you be worried about your constituents? That's the whole purpose of democracy.
That's what I mean. Yeah, what does this have to do with Kentucky?
I mean, I've listened to some socialists here on YouTube, and they're, they have a huge hard on for democracy. Democracy is about the interests of your constituents,
Right.
not uniting Africa under scientific socialism.
So crazy.
Anyway, continuing.
According to the WLKY Metro Council, President David James called the shooting an assassination attempt. Brown's attorney, Robert Eggert, said during Brown's arraignment that he believes there are some serious mental issues at play here and will have Brown evaluated.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's interesting. So that would imply that they're not saying that he was wrongly accused. They're saying, well, it was him. He's just crazy.
Right. It sounds like he's mounting a insanity defense already.
Right. Brown's next court date is scheduled for February 23rd. According to the Washington Post, declining to comment on the shooter's possible motivations, Greenberg said the Monday incident has given him new resolve to work to end gun violence.
Oh, wow.
It all happened. Yeah, now, see? Look!
As soon as it happens to him.
Maybe maybe this was Quintez Brown's goal. Okay. Look, maybe this is some 10D chest here. Okay. He is so in favor of gun control.
Right.
That he's going to try to shoot the mayor to force the mayor to enact gun control.
He's like, we have to get guns out of the hands of mentally ill people. Here, let me show you.
Exactly. Listen, this could be it. This could be the 10D chess move here. Okay. Quintez Brown could be sacrificing himself for the gun control.
Well, if it works. I don't condone people getting shot at, but
no, I do not. It all happened so quick, but it's a very surreal experience, Greenberg added. I know there are far too many other people in Louisville who have experienced that same feeling. I'm fortunate that was the first time that happened to me. I certainly hope it's the last. Yeah. I am very interested into what exactly was the motivation here. Why did he shoot at this guy?
Well, I've never been shot at, so I mean, I empathize with the mayoral candidate. Hopefully, I'll go the rest of my life never getting shot at. The things that were missing that were in the other article were actually kind of interesting because evidently, no, we don't have to bring it up. I'll just say them. The guy, his family filed a missing persons report for him a year or two ago, and he went missing for about a year, and then
that is crazy.
Resurfaced. Yeah. Someone said, he's living here, and the family retracted the missing. Well, they reported him found to the police, so they dropped the missing persons investigation. So maybe there is something to this mental illness charge, since he did go, or maybe he went underground as a black separatist.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, I wonder if. But see, and the reason I think this story is kind of important is, beyond obviously that someone tried to shoot someone and a mayor, there is this sort of narrative that there's like this, there's all this right-wing violence going on in America. And, the way these stats are calculated, I think are very dishonest, because basically what they do, like if you ever see a stat that says, there was, 50 murders by, white nationalists, far-right extremists in the U.S. this year, what they do is they just find people who are on lists of being associated with far-right or white nationalist groups, and then they find whether they committed a crime or not.
Right. And it's like jaywalking or unpaid
but
parking
it could be
tickets
it could be murder.
Okay.
But the murder could have nothing to do with whatever the ideology is.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like, because I remember I went through one of these lists. I don't know if it was like the ADL
he murdered his
ACLU.
ex-wife, right?
Like they put out they put out these lists to like, look at all this far right, murder. And I go through the list and I'm like, what? Like these are, some of them are like them killing their family members. So obviously it wasn't about a racial dispute, right?
Yeah.
Or as he said that, someone kills their wife. So so it's very dishonest the way these stats are accumulated. And so
the ADL being dishonest, I can't imagine. Sitch, what are you talking about?
But then it gets further dishonest because they say, there's all this right-wing violence in America, but there's no left-wing violence. And it's like, well, there's quote unquote no left-wing violence because there's no organization that's keeping a dishonest list that's like the same way that they're keeping dishonest lists of quote unquote right-wing violence.
Yeah, that's an important point.
So I would be curious if there was some organization that would do the same thing to say, oh, every time someone's associated with some left-wing group, if they commit a crime, we're going to put them on our own list and kind of have like a counter narrative.
Right. That would be, I think, pretty easy to do.
Yeah, that'd be So listen, Andy,
Matt Walsh will be
Matt Walsh,
be working on that.
Go do that. Go get on that.
Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch and Adams show. If you like what you heard, you can listen to our live show right here on this channel on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you want, you can super chat us. We read $20 and up super chats on the show and then do a follow-up stream on the following Tuesday where we read the rest of the unread super chats and interact with fans of the show. Subscribe to this channel right here to listen to the live show or to listen to more of our awesome clips.